Here's Brody Brazil.
I've been thinking about this. You know, football is so attractive to so many sports fans and even more casual sports fans. And I'll tell you why. Football is easy to digest. Football is, 16, 17 games, weeks a season, plus maybe a couple playoffs. Only one game a week. Usually they're on Sundays when people aren't working. Usually they're not starting at 7 o'clock at night, finishing up by 11. Like football in general, very easy to digest. Hockey's a little bit harder to digest. I mean, basketball's the same at 82 games a season, playing a couple nights a week, usually playing at night. Baseball's even tougher, 162 games. How are you supposed to follow that? They literally play every day. A lot of times teams have 20 games in 20 days, right? Who can devote 3.5, 4 hours a day to follow every second of their team's action? But what I'm here to kind of suggest is like, and I know sports will never do this. I know hockey will never do this, but would hockey be more of a must-see sport, a much more of a must-watch game if they just played less quantity of games? What if there was only one Sharks game a week? Would you shut everything else down to make sure you watch the Sharks game that week? And then we would sit there football pundits do and football media do. Then we talk about that one game all the next week, and we build up the next opponent all the next week. And there's talk. Here sometimes in the hockey season, we get ready for something, we digest it, and then we flush it out. Then we move on to the next one. Sometimes we play back-to-back days, and sometimes we play 3 games in 4 days. Who can even remember that Minnesota game earlier in the season? Because there have been so many games. 42 Sharks regular season games right now. Is that 3 seasons worth of 49ers regular seasons? Right? 3 years worth. And we're only halfway through this season. I'm just wondering, and I guess what I'm saying is hockey more popular? Are the ratings better? Is the attendance and audience better if you just played less games? Now, it's also a business. Smarter people than I, know how to maximize the return on how many games is best and how to do this. And trust me, I know what I'm suggesting is not feasible or it's barely fathomable. I'm only saying it because as I think about tonight, and so many people are like, this is and it was a playoff game, granted. But that's why the NHL generally avoids having games for anybody on Sundays during the regular season, because they don't want to step on the NFL. The NFL is it a 600-pound gorilla? Is that the common statement about something that just takes up all that mass and all that space, and when it gets momentum, everybody's following it? So, yeah, the nights where there's a Sharks game on, but there's something bigger that more people are watching, we do our best still. But it's always, in retrospect, I wish more people got to see all sides of it, and I wonder what would happen if hockey and baseball and basketball did more of what football was doing.